If you know you don't want to live in DC, but you do know you want to live in Virginia, good choice. The next step is picking the right suburb. So let's talk about some suburban neighborhoods that might just be the right fit for you. Rosslyn is one of the central hubs of Arlington, if not the central hub. Located in North Arlington, this neighborhood has a strong suburban feel, with high-rises and office buildings galore. Rosslyn has a lot to make it awesome. Everything from local and national shops and restaurants, tons of gyms, and plenty of parks, so there's no shortage of things to do. It's also conveniently located near DC's Georgetown neighborhood and Theodore Roosevelt Island. Rosslyn is also awesome for pedestrians. It has great access to public transit with the centrally located metro station and several bus routes as well. If you do have a car, it's also easy to get around, but keep in mind that parking can be rough if you don't already have a designated parking spot or a garage. In terms of housing, you'll find mostly apartments and condos for sale, ranging in price from about $150,000 to nearly $6 million. Douglas Park is located in South Arlington and has a really strong suburban vibe. The houses here are primarily single-family homes ranging in price from about $530,000 to nearly $2 million. There are no shops or restaurants in the neighborhood itself, although the nearby Columbia Pike corridor has plenty to choose from, so you won't feel like you're in a shopping desert. Within the neighborhood boundaries, it's easy to get around as a pedestrian. There are several bus routes along the main road surrounding the neighborhood, but it's probably easier to get around by car if you're headed outside of Douglas Park. Speaking of heading outside of Douglas Park, it's easy to get wherever you're going using the main roads nearby to include Glebe Road and Columbia Pike, among others. Aurora Hills is located in South Arlington, and the suburban force is strong with this one. While there are a few shops and restaurants, especially near the 23rd Street area, the neighborhood is overwhelmingly residential. The houses that you find here are primarily single-family homes as well as a mix of condos and townhouses. The prices range from about $700,000 to nearly $2.5 million. Aurora Hills is great for pedestrians with several bus routes to choose from and nearby metro stations in both Crystal and Pentagon City. You'll find easy access to the surrounding area by using Route 1 and 395. Parking in the neighborhood is mostly zoned parking for residents, so if you somehow don't have a parking pass, it may be a little rough to find a spot. Pimmit Hills, located in Fairfax, is another slice of DC suburbia. The neighborhood is primarily residential with some shops and restaurants along the border. The housing in Pimmit Hills is pretty much all single-family housing, with prices ranging from about $600,000 to almost $2.5 million. Although the neighborhood is a little further out from DC, there's easy access to the rest of the area by using 495 and Route 7. If you're trying to live a car-free life, you may want to check out other areas first. The neighborhood itself is decent for getting around without a car, but there are limited bus routes and no metro stations nearby. Arlington Ridge is also located in South Arlington, right nearby the Aurora Hills neighborhood. Arlington Ridge embraces its suburban lifestyle by being nearly completely residential with basically no restaurants or shops in the neighborhood. The houses are primarily single-family homes ranging in price from about $800,000 to nearly $2 million. The neighborhood is great for pedestrians with several bus routes servicing the area. If you're looking for a metro station, you'll have to head over to Crystal or Pentagon City. If you're trying to get to the rest of the area, there's easy access using 395 and Glebe Road, among other routes. Alexandria is one of the DC suburbs that feels more like a charming downtown than a suburb. Old Town has a great combo of residential areas mixed in with a good variety of shopping and dining to include both national and local businesses. Housing in Old Town is primarily townhouses and condos with some detached homes mixed in. The prices range from $425,000 to nearly $3.5 million. The area is great for pedestrians as there are plenty of bus routes as well as one metro station. If you have a car, parking is probably going to be difficult unless you have a garage. There's easy access to the surrounding areas as well as Maryland by using Route 1, 495, and other main thoroughfares. Delray is located north of Old Town and has a fun, artistic flavor of suburbia. The neighborhood has a great mix of primarily local businesses as well as residential areas. One of my personal favorite things about Delray is the wide variety of awesome food options available. Housing in the area is primarily made up of townhouses and single-family homes. The prices range from $300,000 up to about $2.8 million. Delray is great for pedestrians, and it's pretty common to see people out and about all the time. There are several bus routes that cover the neighborhood as well. If you have a car and are trying to get to other parts of the DC metro area, Delray is a little more secluded, but you do have easy access using Route 1 and Mount Vernon Avenue. Falls Church City is another of the DC suburbs that has a really small town charm to it. The area has a wide variety of local shops and restaurants as well as national names. In addition to the wide variety of shopping, you also have a wide variety of housing. There are condos, townhouses, and single-family houses to choose from, ranging in price from $215,000 to nearly $2.4 million. Getting around to other areas by car is pretty easy given all of the main thoroughfares such as Route 7, Route 29, and Route 50 throughout the neighborhood. The downtown area is great for pedestrians, but keep in mind that as you move further out from downtown, it tends to be easier to get around by using a car. There are some bus routes that go through Falls Church City, and there are 2 metro stations on the outskirts of the city. Check out the description for a side-by-side comparison of the neighborhoods I've talked about today, and then stick around for some other videos about the area.